That's what they're doing with their resources. You look at A'ja Wilson's signature shoe, her logo, resources wasted. You look at the Paige Bueckers Nike logo. Does this look like they really wanted to do this, or they were just catering to that crowd? So they said, oh, let's just get up Paige and let's give her a logo. Let's cater to the crowd.
Imagine tossing stacks of cash out of a moving car. That's basically what big brands are doing with their marketing in women's basketball right now. Companies like Nike and Lego are spending huge sums on athletes who aren't driving sales, ratings, or real engagement. The wild part? They know it's not working, and yet they keep doing it anyway.
It's a company I grew up with. I think many of us had these. Paige Bueckers signs a deal with Lego as she prepares to be the next signature athlete. Now, my question to you. How many kids know who Paige Bueckers is? Number one. How many kids' parents know who Paige Bueckers is? Number two. And if you're walking in a toy store, whether it's Target, whether it's a toy section at Walmart, and you see this face on a box, who knows who this is?
On January 13th, 2025, Lego announced a partnership with Paige Bueckers as she heads to the WNBA. And the big question nobody seems to be asking, who is this for? Walk into any Target or Walmart toy aisle. Parents see a Lego box with a name they don't know. Kids pick it up and have no clue who she is. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark basketballs are selling out in 48 hours. Here's the problem. Lego built its success on icons everyone instantly recognizes. Star Wars, Harry Potter, Marvel heroes. Now, they're betting on an athlete whose WNBA debut drew just 65,000 viewers on the ION network, a channel most Americans didn't even know existed until the league put games there.
I didn't even know myself. But the craziest part of all this is that they're using Iowa Hawkeyes colors to promote a UConn Husky play. Interesting. They're using Iowa Hawkeyes colors to promote a Dallas Wings play. Interesting. So they need to find something to connect Paige Bueckers to Caitlin Clark so people can even...
Now look at the visuals. Lego is using Iowa Hawkeye colors, black and gold, instead of Dallas Wings colors, which are navy and lime green. They're basically leaning on another player's college brand to sell Paige Bueckers merchandise. What does that tell you? Marketing knows Bueckers alone won't draw attention, so they're trying to link her to Caitlin Clark any way they can. They started this back in Clark's junior year at Iowa, pushed it again in her senior year, and even got ESPN to build a whole season around the rivalry. And now, even with Clark in the WNBA and Bueckers in her fifth year at UConn, Lego is still using Iowa's colors, because that's the only connection likely to catch casual fans' eyes.
They tried to attach her to Caitlin Clark in any way, shape, or form that they possibly could. While Caitlin Clark is busy being a rookie in the WNBA, super senior Paige Bueckers is over there in UConn hooping it up, getting carried by Azzi Fudd and Sarah Strong to a national championship. But let me just show you some of the numbers behind Paige Bueckers. We have Paige Bueckers' WNBA debut. Paige Bueckers' WNBA debut averaged 639,000 viewers on ION. You think somebody with actual motion would be put on ION for their WNBA?
Here's why this is so frustrating. Caitlin Clark's Wilson basketball became the fastest selling in the company's history. Her Kobe Pro shoes sold out in minutes. Every piece of merchandise tied to her, Barbie dolls, Funko Pops, action figures, t-shirts, flies off the shelves. There's real demand, creating real revenue. Meanwhile, the Dallas Wings couldn't sell out their own arena all season, except when the Indiana Fever came to town. That's a sub 10,000 seat venue in a major market, and they're still playing to half-empty crowds unless Caitlin Clark is there. And yet, multiple corporations chose to put major marketing campaigns and signature product lines behind an athlete who doesn't move the needle in the same way.
The platform for their WNBA debut? Well, we look at Caitlin Clark. Her WNBA debut averaged 2.12 million viewers and ESPN was smart. They said, I want that game. That game, that Caitlin Clark WNBA debut, I want that game on my platform. ESPN was looking at this season's 2025. Who's got their WNBA debut? Anybody that we want? No, nobody that we want's WNBA debut.
We need to be honest about why this is happening. And it's not about basketball skills. Paige Bueckers is an outstanding player. UConn won the national championship in 2024, and she was a key part of that team alongside AZ Fudd and Aaliyah Edwards. Her talent is undeniable. This isn't about her performance. It's about appearances. Companies are making decisions based on optics, not market demand. They're chasing a specific narrative, a vision of the WNBA they imagine, instead of paying attention to what fans are actually buying. The result? Wasted money, half-hearted product launches, and merchandise gathering dust. For 2 years, ESPN pushed the Bueckers narrative. WNBA reporters kept it alive. Now corporations are blindly following that media-driven story instead of following the money. It's a backward strategy, and it's costing them millions.
100,000 more people tuned in to Caitlin Clark and her debut on Ion before people even knew that this network existed. Now, I'm not a mathematician. I don't know how to reverse calculate the numbers, but I would assume that this 639 last year would probably look a little bit more like 430. Maybe, if I had to take a guess. Crazy work.
Here's the bottom line. Major corporations are choosing to lose money instead of listening to what fans actually want. They're making decisions based on social media stories, not sales data. They're creating products for an audience that doesn't exist while ignoring the one that's actually spending money. Take the Lego announcement. The company is betting parents will buy WNBA sets for kids who don't know Paige Bueckers. They're hoping adult collectors will step in, even though Bueckers doesn't have the cultural recognition that makes collectibles sell. They launched a line without market research, and it's set up to underperform. When it does, companies face a choice: admit the mistake or blame consumers. History shows they'll probably blame consumers. Nike, for example, made a paint bucket logo and called it a signature design. It's clear how little they're actually investing. It's performative corporate activism disguised as sponsorship. Lego is using Iowa Hawkeye colors to sell a Dallas Wings player because they know only Caitlin Clark's brand will generate attention. They're attaching themselves to another athlete's success while pretending Bueckers is a standalone star. It's dishonest marketing, and fans see right through it. The numbers don't lie. Attendance doesn't lie. TV ratings don't lie. Merchandise sales don't lie. Right now, there's one athlete in women's basketball who moves the needle across every metric, and yet corporations aren't maximizing that opportunity. Instead, they're spreading money across athletes who don't generate the same results. This isn't about fairness. It's basic business. Public companies have a duty to shareholders to make profitable decisions. Choosing to spend on campaigns that don't work isn't noble. It's negligent. And the athletes caught in this game deserve better. Paige Bueckers deserves a Nike logo that shows real investment. She deserves campaigns built around her strengths, not forced comparisons to someone else. She deserves partners who are all in, not checking boxes to appease social media. Instead, we get rushed product launches, generic marketing, and campaigns that insult both the athlete and the consumer. Lego sets will sit on clearance shelves. Nike logos look like they were made in 15 minutes. Corporate choices prioritize optics over results. The Unrivaled League starts this week with Bueckers as a featured face. Her performance isn't the question. She will play well. The real question is whether anyone outside the existing WNBA fan base will tune in. Early projections aren't promising. The league doesn't have a major TV deal, and without a strong marketing strategy, it could struggle to gain traction. Most games will stream on platforms with limited reach, and the marketing push has been far smaller than you'd expect for a new professional league. This is the pattern. Big announcements, minimal follow-through, disappointing results. And then corporations act surprised when their investments don't pay off, even though the data predicted it. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's rookie season tells a different story. Her first ESPN game drew 3.4 million viewers. Her final appearance earned the highest WNBA playoff ratings in decades. Her jersey became the league's best seller in weeks. Her social media drives more engagement than the rest of the league combined. These aren't opinions. They're measurable across every metric that matters. So when you see companies launching partnerships and products for athletes who don't move the needle, ask yourself, is this smart business or just a narrative-driven money loss? Watching these corporations throw cash away, the answer is clear. Consumers have spoken with their wallets. TV audiences have shown what they want to watch. And yet companies ignore all of it in favor of what they think should be popular instead of what actually is. That's not forward thinking. It's just bad business. Eventually, shareholders will ask why their money is funding campaigns that don't deliver. So let me hear from you in the comments. Do these corporate partnerships make sense? Or are companies wasting resources chasing forced narratives? Be specific. The numbers don't lie. Like this video if you value analysis grounded in data rather than social media hype. Subscribe for more WNBA coverage that follows the evidence wherever it leads. I'll see you in the next one.
Look at the attendance to the Dallas Wings games. My point exactly. Not sold out until a certain somebody visited, until a certain team came to town. Not sold out. And we're talking about a sub 10,000 seat arena. Not sold out. It's very interesting that these companies are just willing to throw money down the drain just to appease certain people. I mean, Paige Bueckers is now the face of Unrivaled, and it's nasty work. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Appreciate all the support. Like the video and subscribe. That means so much to me. See you next time, and as always.